Hello there, everyone. How are we all doing? Today I figured I would do something a little different. As you can probably tell, I changed the name of the channel, not just from baseball to all sports. And so I'd like to encompass a little bit more of other sports that I'd like to talk about as things happen. I figured I'd try something new, and I would do a 2K rebuild. I bought 2K26 just for this purpose, and it doesn't exactly work the best, but it is what it is. My computer's pretty old, so performance issues are obviously going to be a problem, so forgive me if it doesn't look the best. But I figured I'd do something fun, I'd do something interesting, and yeah, I just wanted to try something new. So today, what we're going to be doing is I'm starting off with my hometown team. I'm going to be rebuilding the Philadelphia 76ers. As I'm sure a lot of you probably know by this point, Jaylen Brown was recently traded from the Boston Celtics to the 76ers in a package that included Paul George and 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks. And as I'm sure a lot of people also know, they're also in the sweepstakes for LeBron. I'm going to try and see what I can do to get LeBron in today's rebuild. But the goal is to bring this team a championship. If you look top to bottom, we have Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, VJ, who are kind of like our top 4 guys on the team. We have Anthony Simons, who we just signed on, I believe, a 2-year. Dean Wade, who we also just signed, Dominic Barlow, Justin Edwards, Adem Bona, and our 22nd overall pick, LeBaron Philon. That's kind of the extent of the team at this point in time, or at least of the time that I'm recording this. This is pre-LeBron decision, so whatever ends up happening, ends up happening. But obviously the goal is to try and sign LeBron if you can. But as you can see, all the other free agents are also still out here because they don't have teams yet. Actually, some of these guys do have teams, but it's fine. Goal is to try and win a championship. I'm gonna give it a 5-year window, and we're just gonna try and see what we can do. I'll try and keep all the draft classes relatively realistic to the best of my ability in terms of next year being the 2027, 2028, 29, 30, and 31. But the goal is to win a championship by the 32 season and hopefully win one for Joel Embiid. So without further ado, I'm just going to get right to it. Alright, so the first move I've kind of decided to do, I need to turn this trade difficulty up, is I decided I wanted to move off Johni Broome. He's just not a team or like a player that necessarily fits the identity of the team. I'm sure a team would like to take a flyer on him. Maybe a team like the Chicago Bulls would be... I forgot. I still hadn't done this yet. I figured maybe a team like the Chicago Bulls would be willing to take a flyer on him for a second-round pick. So I will just trade him for a second-round pick. Free open some cap space and, keep it moving from there. Alright, the first All-Star game is in Chicago. I feel like now is a good time to mention that more than likely I will be attempting to jump into a few games here and there. They're not going to look really good and they might not run well. I tried to do as much prep for this as I could, and I tried to change around some stuff, but my computer's just really old, so it didn't work out. But we're going to jump into some games, probably here and there, probably watch a few, just spice it up. Alright, so it seems like LeBron signed. I didn't get to see where. We picked up Zaire Williams. He's a Laker, as I know that. And Ochai Agbaji. I don't mind having Ochai, but what I was really looking at was picking up Ooh, he's not here. I was gonna say I was really looking at trying to pick up Kobe Brown, but I guess he's not here. Man, that stinks. I'll just take another backup guard, I guess. Thibault's also on the team. I'll take Malachi Brown. Never mind. Alright. So, first things first, extension-wise, I want to give Embiid a one-year extension. The goal is to win with him, not without him. So that just makes the most sense. And Adem Bona, he wants a really cheap contract. We'll just give it to him. There's no harm in giving him a fire contract just to see what happens. Also, forgive me if this menu sounds really loud. I wish I could turn it down. Maybe I can in post. But start off the season, we're actually 6th in power rankings. Let's see where LeBron went. I imagine he went somewhere really dumb. They might have him as power forward, actually. He went to the Wizards to team up with Anthony Davis. That's so funny. Alright, well, LeBron is a Wizard, mirroring Jordan in his last few seasons when he went to the Wizards. So that's interesting. But in terms of the power rankings, let's see where we're at. Somebody has us 3rd in the power rankings. I don't know if that's right. That's the GM power rankings. The actual power rankings, we are 7th, 6th, and 6th. So they have us under the Rockets is kind of crazy. Under the Blazers is kind of wild. And, I mean, I can't really complain about these teams here. So, makes sense. Overall, our final roster going into Season 1 is Tyrese Maxey. Ben Simmons, I guess, was an auto sign. You know what? I'm down to just let it rock. Power forward is fine with me. Or I guess a point forward is more so what I mean. Simons, VJ, Brown, Edwards, Ochai Agbaji, Dominic Barlow, Dean Wade, Joel Embiid, Adem Bona, and Nick Richards. And our rotation is going to consist of Maxey, VJ, Brown, Wade, and Embiid starting. Simons is our 6th man. Ben Simmons, Justin Edwards, LeBaron Philon, and I guess Barlow just isn't playing. And neither is Bona. I don't know if I actually agree with that. I feel like they should be playing. So I'm gonna just, fix that up a little. Now we have Bona, Barlow, and I guess that's it. I'm surprised LeBaron Philon isn't getting minutes, but maybe he will during the course of the season. Let me just see if there's anybody else we can pick up in the efficiency pool. Maya Luke wanted a minimum, so we picked them up. We're gonna kind of simcast game 1. We're just gonna kind of see how this goes for us. Answer is not particularly well. We get blown out on home court on the first game of the season. We'll just kind of sim around to the first game of the Cup. We are 3-4 going into this game, playing the Hawks. Lose to the Hawks. No, we're going to decline that. And we are now 5th in the conference through the start of November, which, I mean, it's not great for what this team I feel like had in mind. I'm trying to find a game that we can hop into here to kind of, show off the roster a little. These sims go so much faster than on console. Let's see if we can get a game against Braun. Loki 6-point game, or 7-point. Alright, so we got VJ in the corner. Pass out of Brown. Brown for 3. Off the rim. They got Hunk Group going on in Washington right now. AD. Smith comes down the middle. Just listens on that. Maxi on Trae Young. Trae Young to Embiid. Embiid down to Brown. Brown gets the lay in. It's a great pass by Embiid down to Embiid. I'll tell you what, we're getting absolutely smacked right now, but you know what? It's fine. Oh my god, look at Jaylen Brown, bro. His hair looks worse than in real life. Oh crap. Alright. Dude, he looks like an alien. There we go.
And it's Johnson in for George. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Arlo's checked in.
Rosen
We're now
into
joined
Trae
by
Young.
our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce.
Just gonna kind of leave this one up to our guys,
Hey guys,
you know?
well, Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan
They
with
put
his
in Don
team.
Barlow on
He said he was
AP.
about
Yeah, that's not.
You're not about to give
It's
them
not
that.
gonna work.
Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank
Maxi
you.
down to Bede.
Here's Embiid.
Bede on Sar. Fade away. It's good.
Falling away.
When we talk about guys 7 feet plus, isn't Embiid the top shooter? I can't think of anyone that's a little bit better.
Trae Young trying to work on Maxi. Spin around.
Young.
Post up. Jump shot.
Oh, and he
Just
cannot
off.
get the layup.
Give the defender credit.
BJ to Brown.
Lots of other guys
Maxi.
let them score the
Pass to Barlow.
Here's Embiid.
Bede. Double team, which just leaves Brown wide open. And I can see why. Oh my god. That was bad. Pass down to Sar. Sar gets it.
Sar, just ridiculous athleticism for a 7-footer.
The 76ers trail by 10.
Now it's Maxi's turn to try and pull something off here.
Now, here's Maxi.
Maxi. Spin move. Floater is good.
Watch out when Maxi finds his groove
Maxi,
like this.
29
He'll
points in this
just
game.
keep
He's
coming
been pretty
at
solid.
you.
It's just
And here's
good
Young.
for the
Bring it
defense.
for the Wizards.
It's really stinking it up right now. And I feel like it's a big question regarding
Now, Davis.
the,
Now,
the big three here
The prettiest play
is
in
defense,
basketball executed.
especially in the guard
I think they could get an
lineup.
argument
BJ,
there.
Brown,
Everybody
Maxi.
loves the alley-oop.
BJ's a good defender. Brown's all right. Maxi's not great.
Embiid against Shaw.
So it's a real question of, do we have a lockdown guy? And he tries to force it and gets smothered.
Major defensive potential.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it
Get
comes in the
absolutely
form of harsh
smothered.
rejection. Wow.
And
Doesn't
this is
get
how
much
you
worse than
protect
that.
and grow a lead by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Barlow into Embiid.
Now here's Embiid.
Embiid to Barlow. Barlow to BJ.
6 on the shot clock.
BJ trying to go dribble around all the time now.
Timeouts calling.
Yeah, this game is good as over, unfortunately. So we're just gonna hop back in the sim and just let it end gracefully. If we can see here, I feel like Brown 8 for 22. Yeah, you're just not gonna win a game like that. Also, Embiid only 11 points in that game. Just not a good game all around. Not how you want to play. All right, well, that was an unfortunate loss. We're just going to keep it pushing now. We're just going to kind of... All right. We're just going to kind of see how it goes. All right. So, this team, in terms of its draft picks, is in a very interesting spot. They managed to keep the Clippers picks, which is really huge in terms of being able to retool. As you can see here, we still have our first this year, but we have no first next year. We still have that swap best with the Sixers from the Clippers, so we get the best of either our pick or theirs, which is incredible. And so our draft pick situation is very interesting, which means we have to hit on a pick this year. Issue is this draft is not known for being particularly deep. I don't care. Alright. Well, we're going to keep it moving. Absolutely not. There's no chance that would ever go through. We have Shea winning the Cup MVP. And we are the 8th seed in the East. Nemes Keita for Joel Embiid. Nice. I feel like this team just defensively is not great. Insane. Alright, it is now trade deadline day. We are 4th in the Eastern Conference. And this East is pretty much neck and neck outside of Detroit, who is 6 games over pretty much everybody else. I'm seeing the Nets and the Bucks in the playoffs and not the Miami Heat. Or the Pacers or anybody else, which is really interesting. Let's just take a look around the league here. Atlanta's out, Cleveland's out, Miami's out, Washington, wow. And the Bulls are atrocious. Honestly, good for them. They needed a rebuild for a long time, so good for them. In terms of the West, Portland is the best out West. I guess that Dame Ja connection is going crazy with Denny. They also seem to have picked up Kuminga as well. Drew Holiday, obviously. I mean, it's a good team. Shaden Sharp is really 73. They have Shaden Sharp at a 73 overall. He must be injured. But anyways, so we're going to kind of, take a look at how we're doing in terms of everything else. Team stats. Offensive-wise, we're the 3rd best offense in the whole of the NBA. Defensively, though, we give up the 5th most points. Yeah, the 5th most points in the league, which is causing our point differential to be way out of whack. So, definitely what we need to target at this deadline is defense. So we're going to kind of figure out what we want to do from there. I feel like it's just our bench. I mean, there's not really any improvements that we can do to the starting lineup that I necessarily feel like we need to do. It's really either upgrade a power forward, get a defensive guy, or get some kind of point of attack stopper on the bench, which we do not have in the slightest. So we're going to kind of stack our salary here. And we're going to just kind of look around. Alright, so after kind of looking around a little bit, I kind of figured that I liked this trade quite a bit. Picking up Precious Achiuwa from the Sacramento Kings, who obviously we're going to be way out of contention. He's a good defensive power forward. He's not necessarily the best in terms of our options, but I mean, looking around the league, there's not many realistic options I can do. By the way, the Lakers traded Austin Reeves to the Jazz for, I can't even tell, to be honest with you. I have no idea. Jaren Jackson Jr. It's very interesting. Maybe someone on the Nets, but the Nets are in the playoffs right now. I doubt they would want to sell. And my next best option would probably have been Sadiq Bey, because I know Sadiq Bey has some good perimeter defense for the most part. He's hurt though. Yves Missi, maybe? Maybe I can get Yves. They say no to that. Maybe I can include a Nick Richards. No, Nick Richards probably doesn't move the needle. We have a ton of second round picks for the next few seasons. Maybe I just kind of load up on seconds. Nah, I feel like that's going to be too difficult. I really like my Precious Achiuwa idea. I feel like that's really going to help us out a little, or at least I hope. They take that. So we're now looking at Precious Achua as our 7-man with Simons. Looking at the rest of the bench, I feel kind of alright with that, being our main pickup here. Obviously, perimeter defense would be huge. Alright, so after looking around on what I want to do with Dominic Barlow, I can't really think of anything. I feel like maybe the most I could do is an offensive wing or a defensive wing. But I don't know if there's anything I could give up that would be necessarily worth it. Like, looking around, Isaac Okoro maybe would be interesting, but he makes a lot of money. It just wouldn't work. Maybe Vic Krejci, maybe Josh Green, but that's a lot of money. Marcus Smart, but he's making quite a bit of money. It's like Tari Eason's making a lot too. There's not any good options necessarily. Alright, so then we're looking at, I'm going to cut Barlow's minutes. I'm going to give him Torian. Feels a little nasty, but maybe this bench is capable of doing something interesting. Yeah, we're going to keep it pushing. Precious Chua and Torian Prince are our main pickups, because this team does not have a lot of wiggle room for much else right now. And so looking at the All-Star team, it looks like Jaylen Brown is our only All-Star, which is frankly a little surprising. These are the All-Stars in the Western Conference, if you care. Cam Boozer makes it in his first season, which is certainly interesting. No AJ or Darren Peterson. Just something to take note of. But yeah, it seems like Jaylen Brown is our only All-Star. So, looking at our end of the season awards, we have Victor Wembanyama as our MVP. We have Cameron Boozer as our Rookie of the Year. Dylan Harper, our Sixth Man of the Year. Wembanyama won DPOY, which means the Spurs won 3 of the 4 major awards, which is kind of insane. He also won Most Improved. Maybe not entirely deserving, but whatever. For our NBA first team, we have Wembanyama, Jokic, Cade, Giannis, and Tatum. Second team is Doncic. Giddey makes it on the second team. I mean, yeah, that is kind of crazy stats. So, yeah, I kind of see it. Paolo, Shea, and Ant. And then we have JB, Philly's own, Jamal Murray, Devin Booker, Cat, and John Morant. Defensive teams, we have Wemby, Sarr, Giannis, Walker Kessler, Bam, Khalil Ware, Isaiah Jackson, Donovan Clingan, Rudy Gobert, Jaren Jackson Jr. And rookie first team, Cam Boozer, Darius Guff, Darren Peterson, Caleb Wilson, Myron Gardner. And no AJ DeBansta. Kingston Flemings, Yannick Niederhauser got traded apparently. Mohamed Dewara, Dylan Cardwell, and Yaxel. What happened to AJ DeBansta? He didn't even play. He did not even play serious minutes in his first season. Wow. I feel like he's better than both the players on that lineup, but yeah, sure. So in the first round, as you can see, we are playing Boston, which is very ironic. If you remember the prior postseason, we finished with a 49-33 record. Maxey averaged 24, 4 and 6 on 50% shooting from the field, 39 from 3, not bad. Anthony, 20 points off the bench as a 6-man. 52%, 38 from 3, not bad at all. JV, 25, 6 and 4 with a steal. Steal a game. And 57% from the field and 41 from 3. He was insane this season. Dean Wade was pretty good. 7, 4 and 2 with a steal and almost a block a game. On solid efficiency. Joel, points dropped a lot, which is to be expected. 6 rebounds, 2 assists, about a block and a half a game. Pretty solid efficiency. And VJ did not really make a noticeable step. Actually, you could argue, at least on rebounds and assists, he got worse. But his efficiency went way up. So I think we're going to prioritize a bigger role for him next season. And yeah, we're just going to see how this plays out. So this is the final playoff bracket. We have Portland, Denver, Oklahoma versus Minnesota, Dallas, Phoenix, San Antonio, Golden State. No LA, which is interesting. We have Detroit, Indy, Philly, Boston, New York, Milwaukee, and Toronto, Cleveland. So we're going to get right into our series against Boston here. 1 game. 2. We go 3-0. 3-1. 4-1. So we knocked Boston out in the first round. Now comes Sixers Bane. We're going to play Detroit in the second round. So just a comparison of lineups. We have Maxey versus Cade, VJ versus Isaiah Joe, Jaylen Brown versus Sarr, Dean Wade versus Ron Holland, and Jalen Duren versus Joel Embiid. So let's kind of see how this goes. Down 1, tied up. We'll see if we can jump into a game maybe. It's a pretty sizable win by Philly right there. Ooh, Jaylen Brown's a little injured. Just demanding lead in this series. And Philly's going to the Eastern Conference Finals. This is the first time they've made it since, I believe, the 2001 season, where they played LA in the finals eventually. But now comes the hard matchup for the Sixers. They have to play the New York Knicks. It seems like Cat is hurt, which is a big difference in this series. So we're just gonna kind of sim our way through the series and see how everything plays out. The Sixers lose game 1. Sixers win game 2. All these have been blowouts so far. It's been kind of insane. And we have a tied game in game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. We're going to jump right in. Alright, so jumping in here. We're going to kind of just let the CPU take control. And we're going to just see how this plays out. Josh Hart with the inbound. Pass to Miles McBride. Down to Kolek, who's getting playoff minutes, which is kind of crazy. Embiid gets a foul. And Philly's letting Josh Hart hear it.
He is putting himself in the conversation for one of the best rebounders
Josh Hart misses the first one. Goes up to shoot the second one. And misses again. He breaks both free throws at the line. Maxey to Achua. Achua to Maxey. VJ top of the key. VJ down to Embiid. Embiid on Drummond. Former teammates. And Drummond smacks that ball away as he goes for the layup. Brunson now top of the key to OG. OG just doing some absolute BS at the top of the key, but that's fine because it's Anthony Simons. So we know he ain't going to defend the cone. Simons with great defense, actually. Simons now up the court, running as fast as he possibly can. One arm pass out to Maxey. Alright. Drop down to Embiid. Embiid on OG. Easy eats. Fadeaway is good from the mid-range. Alright, now Brunson, finals MVP, coming in. Brunson gets the double screen. And somehow hits that floater over Embiid. Drummond is just lost in the sauce right now, but still gets the defense down on him. Miles McBride with the easy lay. Knicks take the lead. No, I gotta say, OG has been like, in terms of players, has been one of the top, like, unexpected best players in basketball over the past 3 years. I remember when he got traded from Toronto to New York and thinking to myself that it was a good pickup for New York, but that it wouldn't really mean all that much. And I mean, hey, he's paved the way for himself in New York, which, good for him. I mean, arguably he should have been the finals MVP last year, just saying. As Brunson, drains another floater. Brunson's floater is disgusting. Embiid. Now, Embiid is known for dominating down low, but he is just not getting it right now. I'm surprised all these shots are going to him and not Maxey. And where's Brown? Brunson with another floater. Oh my God, Drummond out of nowhere. And that's why you get a vet minimum, bud. I hope y'all saw the report where he said he wanted more than a vet minimum and then signed for a vet minimum anyways. Absolutely hilarious.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. Coach did everything he could to fire up his team, saying, quote, "This is where every one of you
All right.
has to dig deep."
Biggest possession of the game for the Sixers. It's going to go to VJ.
An extra push.
Chua, Maxey. Clamp of hell. Step back. Middy's off. They just can't buy a shot. Looks like that's going to be the game. Up 6. It don't get much worse than that. It's kind of been the story of the Sixers-Knicks playoff rivalry as of recent. Sixers they can never hold on to a lead against the Knicks. Just never works out. Gets one.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
Gets two. It would take Maxey Magnet Ball to win this game right now, and it's going to Embiid. Yeah. We can just kind of sim out of that one. So the Sixers dropped game 3, pivotal game 3 at home, and now go down 2-1 in the series. Far from ideal. But, hopefully they can bounce back here. Hopefully Brown is playing. Sixers get it done at home, though, after almost blowing that again. That was really close. MSG. And they are getting socked at MSG. Down 3-2. Can they pull it off? And they cannot. Sixers are out in the conference finals, which is a shame. Portland comes out of the West. Wow. All right. Sure. Portland takes 1, 2. Apparently, 2K just thinks Portland with Ja Morant is going to be... Oh, wow. Knicks come back from 3-0. I'm sorry, I got to come into this. The Knicks do a reverse sweep of the Blazers in the NBA Finals and win the championship. You can't make this stuff up. All right. Well, let's just get this stuff out of the way. Player retirements. LeBron calls it. Conley calls it. Horford, Durant, too. Paul George calls it, which is hilarious. And Dame does too. Wow. It's stacked class, by the way. LeBron, Dame, Russ, Durant, Paul George. Insane class. Yep. Going to the draft lottery here. Sixers have no picks in this lottery. This lottery is not very colorful, to say the least. But let's see. Jazz get the first pick, and the Grizzlies get 2 and 3. Wow. So with the first pick in the draft, the Utah Jazz select Tyron Shooks. Makes sense. Christian Collins goes to Memphis, and Memphis trades the third pick. Sacramento for Domantas Sabonis and Keegan Murray. That's it. And they get Caleb Holt. We're just going to kind of sim to our pick. So we had the 22nd pick again. The pick that makes the most sense is a center. Steven Adams, Greg Monroe. Kyan Anthony. Jermaine O'Neal Jr. I just want to see, what are our options for trading out of this pick? AJ Green. Mitch Robb. You can get Mitch Robb. Or Day'Ron Sharpe. You know what? Yeah, we're going to go get Day'Ron Sharpe. And we're going to move off of... We can keep Dembona. Yeah, that's a great pickup. I don't think we were going to get someone better than Day'Ron Sharpe with that pick. And look, we can still get a backup center here. So it works out. That is insane, dude. Day'Ron Sharpe is a great pickup. We can get Anthony Black. Or Michael Porter Jr. Alright, so that'll be our free agency then. JB goes down by 1. Maxey down by 1. VJ goes up by 5, but Embiid goes down by 4. Team's definitely starting to get a little interesting, but we have LeBarian going up by 5, which is huge. Day'Ron Sharpe all the way down. Not ideal. But you know, you live. James Harden retirement tour. So, looking at our lineup. Alright, so the lineup for season 2 is going to be Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, Dean Wade, Joel Embiid, Peyton Watson off the bench as our 6th man, Anthony Simons, Justin Edwards, LeBaron Philon, and a Dembona. I think I'm going to put Day'Ron Sharpe in over Dem just because he's a better shooter. But this team's really deep. kind of excited to see how this team plays, so let's see how it goes. And to say this team is struggling would be quite the understatement. We are 4 games under 500 going into December, which is not ideal. But crazier things have happened. Alright, so I'm going to kind of call a bit of an audible here. I don't know what's wrong with this team. It's probably defense somehow. But I really can't put my finger on it. Team's just not good. All around, really. And I think it is because of that defense. So this team hates each other. So we're going to keep it real simple. We're going to trade Joel. We're going to go try and see what we can get for him. I doubt it'll be much, but if I can get anything of interest back for him, I'll take it. They'd want LeBaron? No. Alright. So I just traded Joel Embiid for Kaman Malawach. There wasn't a lot of value that we were going to get back for him, so I figured Kaman was going to be our best option, which kind of pains me. But because I really wanted to win with Embiid, but it was just never going to happen. He was never going to be healthy. And now we're kind of dealing with the repercussions of that, so I'm hoping Kaman can come in and kind of just lock down the defensive side. We'll see. I mean, we're winning a few games, you know. It could be so much worse. Maxey went down with a hand fracture, but we're actually climbing way back up in these standings right now. Seems like this team just needed a defensive post presence. If Brown will re-up, we'll take it. Same with Maxey. Edwards isn't coming back, but that's fine. We're not worried about Justin Edwards. We're starting to climb back. We start climbing, and then we fumble one game, and then we start climbing again, and then we fumble another game. And so it's like a constant back and forth. But we're almost back up to around 500, which, considering where this team was at the deadline, is kind of insane. Whoa. Alright. Well, Giannis wins MVP with the Warriors. He left Miami to go to Golden State. Tyron Strokes wins Rookie of the Year. Zachary Rissache drops 21 points and 7 rebounds to win 6-man. Alright then. DP is your MIP. Giannis, Jokic, Wemby, Halliburton, Booker, Cade, Paolo, Ja, Shea, Luka, Tatum, Ball. I mean, we're in the play-in, and we're playing Milwaukee. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, we just squashed Milwaukee. LeBaron Philon led the charge for 31. Good for him. Now we're playing Atlanta. So winner go home. You know what? I'm jumping into this one. Going to the end of the Hawks game, it looks like we're out. And that'll be a wrap on season number 2. Not a good improvement from the year prior. Hopefully things get a lot better in the next season, because, yeah, there's going to have to be a lot of shakeups that are going to happen to this roster next year. That's for sure. All right. So we'll just kind of send the playoffs from here. Chicago, Orlando, and Thunder. Thunder win in 6. Very interesting. Curry retires a Mav? What happened? Alright, well. And then that's a 3rd pick from us. So that makes about all the sense in the world. That is very unfortunate for us. We don't even have a 1st round pick in this draft. So. Alright, so after a very disappointing season 2, I feel like a lot needs to change with this roster. Clearly, some of this just isn't working out. And I feel like a large part of that is because we have no defense on the bench. And so I want to try and see if we can find any defense. Our pick, which would have went 3rd, is owned by the Nets, which is a big pain because that would have been extremely helpful. But you got to work with what you got. We have no 1st round picks this year. So we are going to try and see if we can find anybody that will take a Dembona and Kobe Brown and maybe even like 2nd round pick. Alright, so I just made a trade. I just traded a Dembona and Kobe Brown to go pick up Davion Mitchell. He will play off the bench for us. I feel like he's about as good as you could get in terms of a defensive guard. So now we have him and Peyton Watson to kind of, terrorize the perimeter and hopefully kind of lock down some spots. And then we'll come on Mulawach as well, who we traded Embiid for. His post defense is absolutely bonkers, and his perimeter is pretty good. I feel like that'll probably be a good combo to try and get this team going. We're going to re-up VJ because it seems like that he's on the extension. So we're just going to re-up VJ. We're going to re-up Kaman. And I'm down to just keep this roster pushing pretty much. It's a lot of money on this team. But it could be going a lot worse right now, all things considered. This is our last year of really being able to sign anyone, considering the money I just gave out. So we're going to see if there's anyone on the market. Alright, so Simmons the player progression. I'm going to kind of show off the new team that I just kind of constructed out of nowhere. With money that I didn't think we had, but we have it. So first things first, we have Jaylen Brown going down 1. VJ still. Maxey, come on, goes up 2, which is really nice. Peyton Watson went down 1, which is fine, I guess. But we signed Kel'el Ware. I'm really hoping he ends up being the backup big that we need. Davion Mitchell off the bench is going to be great. LeBaron Philon didn't go up at all, which is a little strange. Dalton Connect I signed for some shooting. Lou Dort I signed for some perimeter defense. Dean Wade's still here, obviously. So, I feel like it's a pretty deep team overall. I'm really hoping we end up making a good push this season, but we'll just kind of have to find out. Alright, so going into the top of year 3, our roster is looking pretty nice right now, I won't lie. Really deep team, obviously led by a lot of guards. We're going to actually shift, I think, VJ there, and we're going to have Watson play power forward. He's a little undersized for the position, but I feel like it's good for everybody if that's just where he plays. So looking at it, we have Maxey, VJ, and Brown. We have Watson. We have Kaman Mulawach. Kel'el Ware's our 6th man. Davion Mitchell, LeBaron Philon, Dalton Connect, and Lou Dort. I feel like it's a pretty good team. Not really much else I could say. I mean, we're going for championship this year. So in terms of young players, this is about as good as you could get. We're going to try and see if we can hop into this first game here. And it looks like we will. So we're going to just jump right in. Alright, so we're just going to kind of leave this one up to the guys. Seems like Kel'el Ware's in. which is very interesting. Same with Davion. But, you know, we rock.
Now, here's Maxey. Ware with it.
Swear to God, I thought that was Manu Ginobili for a second.
Maxey attacking.
Is that Manu Ginobili? Hold on. I know that's not Manu Ginobili that I see. Who is that? That's not Jaden Quintons, bro. That is not Jaden Quintons. That's Manu Ginobili, bro. What is wrong with these share now scenario rosters, bro? That's actually insane. That is not Jaden Quintons. That's Manu Ginobili. Oh, and he just he just dunked all over Cologne. Where?
San Antonio.
All right then.
There with Murray. There's Bryant. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Now Maxey.
Maxey just doing a whole lot of nothing.
And he misses the J.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
I mean, he wasn't that, but I get the sentiment.
T right on him. Here's Wembanyama. Now Fox.
We traded for Davion Mitchell to play defense, and I didn't see a lot of defense there. I know, you know, post defense, he would probably get bodied down by Jose Alvarado in terms of strength. But, I mean, man, I thought he at least had a little dog in him.
Since the final quarter's gotten underway.
You can't make this up, bro.
Like stealing to watch how he
You straight up, you can't make this up. This is insane. I feel like every time we jump in, our team never scores any points, bro. Like, you straight up, you can't. There you go, Davion. That's what I was looking for. Pull up midi by VJ is off. Kalel Ware with the rebound. Maxey top of the key is off again. Dude, we never score. Something's got to be wrong with this game, bro. Straight up.
And so Brown will bring it up.
Insane defense, but can't make a single shot to save their lives. Maxey, if you do another pull-up three, I swear to God.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Kalel Ware? Really? Dude.
Outside Fox. And another turnover here by San Antonio.
Out of bounds. They are practically trying to hand you the game, guys. Insanity. Absolute insanity.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Absolute
23
insanity.
seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Man, I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole. And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing to say. Like, you took 7 shots and hit 0 of them. It's kind of just what happens. Dude,
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
well, we just got complete belt. That's about as bad as you could probably want that to go. We missed 8 straight shots down the stretch of that game to score 0 points, bro. I'd be pissed if I was watching this live.
Feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort.
Unbelievable, man. Alright, well.
Game of the new NBA season.
Alright, well, after a loss like that, it's going to be the most obvious win streak you'll ever see in your life. Okay. Not quite a win streak. Nice. And look at that. Now we're on a win streak. Isn't it funny how that works? Alright, we're going to try and see if we can jump into this Heat game here. Just because it seems kind of interesting. Yeah, we're going to jump in, bro. Now, please do bear in mind that this is the Giannis-less Heat. Looking at the box scores coming in, Maxi's been pretty good in the shots that he's taken. Brown, not as much. Mulawac, not as much. And yeah, it's just Bam, pretty much. Rob Dillingham. Yeah, this team shouldn't be very good. So hopefully we actually hit some shots this time, and it plays out in our favor. All right, going in. Baron Philon's in the game, which is cool to see, actually. Down to Maxi. Maxi to Mulawac. Mulawac with the and one. On Bam's head. Sorry, Bam Monte Adebayo. Mulawac, just a straight dog. Not gonna lie, actually. You know, he didn't get much playing time for the Suns, you know, in real life this year, but he's gonna be a good center for them, I feel like, this year. If y'all saw his summer league performances, I mean, he was averaging like 17 and 8 and like 3 blocks a game. Doesn't always translate, obviously, to an actual NBA season, but I mean, if you're doing that to other guys around similar talent levels, it means that you're probably pretty solid and that you're ready for a bigger role on the team. So, I mean, hey, come on. Shout out to him, man. I hope he gets starting minutes next year at some point down the line, especially because Phoenix really needs as much good talent as they can get, as VJ goes in for a reach foul on, I think that's Cason Wallace, or it could be his brother. I don't really know. Rob Dillingham, top of the key, drives in, blocked by Mulawac. Perfect timing. Tyrese Maxey, top of the key, down to Mulawac with the dunk. Mulawac is just doing it all this game. Just showing Bam who's boss. You know, 2K is really interesting because they'll always have some player that goes off and you don't really expect it. And come on, Mulawac with another block. To Brown. To Mulawac. Maxey, I'm guessing another roll. Oh no, Maxey's just going for a straight ISO. Fade away, bro. Whatever that was never gonna go in, dude. Jake LaRavia is on the Heat. How interesting is that? Not very at all. Bam on Mulawac. Is he about to get his... No. I was about to say, is he about to get his stuff owned? He did not. Down to Watson. Watson with the perfect shot. Down to the paint. Seems like all the role player guys are stepping up in this game. No shot for Bam. JB brings it up. Down to Mulawac again with another pick and roll. And Mulawac is turning it up in Philly right now. All right. Miami passes it in. Rob Dillingham down to Bam Adebayo. Bam on Mulawac, got nothing on him.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing.
Maxey to Watson.
Best thing for him is just slow it down.
Watson to Mulawac.
Straight on solid shot selection.
Maxey, top of the key, drains it. This is absolute demolishing going on in this court right now. Mulawac is just facilitating everything in this game, which, sure, man. I'm all here for it. Blocked by Maxey. Oh my God. Head stopper right there. Oh, and Maxey's pass gets intercepted for a fast break dunk. Happens.
Now Philadelphia with it. They've got a 13-2 run going.
And that's going to close out this game. Much better than the last game we jumped into. I'll say that much. It's good to actually, see some winning on a basketball court. But Philly wins this in-season tournament game against Miami, 123-110. Come on, Muluwach went insane down the stretch of that game. Facility, I think he passed 2 assists, 2 blocks, and scored maybe 8 points. So good for him. This was all come on down the stretch of this game.
Saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And now let's
Insanity.
take a look at our player of the game.
Just all pick and rolls and floaters. So he ended 2012-1 with 5 blocks. In the fourth quarter alone, he had 9.6 rebounds and 1 assist with 3 blocks. Good for him. All right, so after a really promising victory like that, we're just going to kind of keep it moving. We're going to move around to the deadline unless we have an interesting game like a Christmas game. But yeah, we're just going to keep simming. But as we're coming in on the deadline here, we are 3rd in the East at 31-18. The Bulls are 41-9. Who is on the Bulls? Oh, it's one of these teams. Okay. Every single time you play 2K, there's always a team that is just really deep. And so they'll just be really, really good consistently. And that's kind of the Bulls. I don't know if we need to make a trade right now. There's no obvious areas of improvement, especially coming off of last year. Offensively, we're the best team. Still have some defensive issues, but that's just kind of the starting lineup. But, the bench is great defensively. So, I really don't know what else you can do. Maybe just go get another 3-and-D shooter, if there is one available. So let's take a look around the league here. Let's see who's bad first. Out west, Clippers, Denver, Utah, Sacramento, Phoenix, LA are probably going to be the teams that sell. Detroit, Cleveland, Toronto, Miami, Washington, Charlotte. All right. So, we now have Herb Jones off the bench, which is going to help a lot. Not a great three-point shooter, but you can kind of live with that when we have the shooting on this team that we do. So he'll be a good stopper on the wings, I'm hoping, as long as he just keeps doing what he's doing. In terms of assets, I kind of need to recoup assets, so I'm going to trade Abraham Maker too. And just try and see if I can get some assets back. Maybe sell Chris Murray too. Just get some picks, you know what I mean? LA, sure. Give me... Oh, no, we just traded with you. That doesn't make any sense. Portland, give me a second round pick. Give me a second round pick. Give me a second round pick. Thank you. Now we got some trade assets back. I like how this team looks. We have enough shooting where Herb Jones not being able to shoot the ball well isn't necessarily the end of the world for us. He just needs to get steals and blocks. That's kind of his job. If the ball comes his way, the ball comes his way. Let me just adjust some shot tendencies here. I want to make it kind of clear that, Maxey and VJ are the guys. Kaman can get some shots up. Kalel can get some shots up. And let's make sure Davion's getting some shots up, too. I feel like it's not fair to him. There we go. Alright, we're going to keep it pushing. torn right MCL for LeBaron. Man. All right. Well, looking at the All-Stars this year, let's just see what we got. Cade, Brunson, Tatum. We have Brown back in the All-Star game, which is great. Luka is back on the Mavs. Shout out Dallas. That's great. Giannis on the Warriors. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. All right, so looking at the end of the season awards here, Victor Wembanyama wins the MVP. We have Alexander Martin, Rookie of the Year. Brandon Ingram, Sixth Man of the Year. Really? Victor Wembanyama, Depoy, and Kobe Pete is the most improved for the Bucks. Scoot, Clutch Player of the Year. Tyronn Lue, Coach of the Bulls. These are your All-NBA teams. All defensive teams here. Come on, Mulawach. And your all-rookie teams. So, looking at it, we're the second seed in the East. So I'm really hoping we get out of the second round this year. And we're playing Boston. We're down 2-0 right now. We're down 3-0 to this Boston team. Wow. I hate it when 2K Sims do this, because how does this make any sense? Alright, well, with the 2-3 series, every game's kind of a win now game, so we're just going to sim them all and see what happens. Alright. Game 7, coming back from down 3-0. Can Philly pull it off? They look like they're going to do it. And they lost. And Philly is out in a Game 7, blowing a 10-point lead. I can't believe it. And the Celtics went on to go to the conference finals. Get out of here, bro. Alright, well, you really gotta try and keep it moving this season. You can't let the momentum stop. We have the 4th overall pick from the Clippers, which is massive. So we're going to see what we can get. I think what we're really looking for is we're looking for center or power forward. So we're going to see what kind of falls our way here. Bryant Reeves, Pau Gasol, Irv Spencer, John Collins, Glenn Rice. Yeah, we're going to take Dylan Lynch with our pick. And I guess we'll just take Skip Gary. All right, well, 4th overall pick. Definitely going to help out this team. We're accepting that player option for LeBaron, and we're going to try and see if we can extend him here. Qualifying offers. I don't even know who any of these guys are. So, contract extensions. Davion's going to re-sign. Yeah, we'll re-up him on another year. And LeBaron will re-up on a 3-year. Perfect. Peyton Watson wants to re-up. What sucks about that is we were really injured, and I think that's kind of why we lost. I'm down to just kind of run it back and just see what we can do. But these are the free agents this year. Ant's completely unrestricted, so we're going to do some signings of our own, I guess. Bring back Joel, man. Why not? So now we have Joel back. I mean, this team's pretty deep. I don't think you can really get much better than this. So we're going to sign on Tamar Bates as our backup shooting guard. And we're going to kind of... We'll keep Lou Dort in mind. And we'll sign him back. Alright, perfect. So looking at the rest of free agency, Tatum goes back to the Celtics. Ant goes to the Pacers. Interesting. Book stays with the Suns. Jared Allen to the Warriors. Jamal to the Bulls. Desmond Bane to the Nuggets. AJ DeBansta has not progressed at all, which is insane, but sure. Sim through the rest. Nobody goes up, nobody goes down, except for whoever DJ Turner is goes up 75 overalls. I have no idea who this is. But sure. Embiid goes down 5. Dean Wade goes down 2. Team's practically the exact same as last year. So we're just going to try and keep it moving. All right, so we're going in on year 4 now. I'm not really going to sim any games unless it's in a tournament game. Because we kind of know what this team is right now. It's not really all that different from last year. But it's year 4 now. We only have a 5-year window to win a chip. Which means if we don't win this year, I'm going to have to get drastic. And that could mean trading Jaylen Brown. Maybe. We'll just have to see how that plays out. I don't want to trade him because he is kind of the center point of this video. But if it means we win a chip, that's more important to me. So I will not be scared to ship him off if I feel like I have to. And we are 12-5 right now, which is great. We're the number 1 seed out east. 14-5. For a little bit, it looked like we were kind of sputtering, if that makes sense. We won all of our in-season tournament games, so I would not be surprised if we were moving on in terms of that tournament. Which I'll definitely try and jump into a game if that's the case. And we are. We're playing the Hawks, who are just as good as we are, apparently. That's a close game. We're just going to jump in. All right. So with that game being won, we move on in the in-season tournament. I'm not going to sim this game against the Raptors. We're just going to see what happens. And we win. We're playing in the Cup final against the Spurs. Now, I will sim this because I want to see what happens. Sixers take a lead here. They're up by 3. Oh, we're jumping in. All right. So, we're going to kind of sim. Well, not sim, but we're going to let the CPU play this one out. VJ's at the line right now. We're going to fix his camera. I keep forgetting to change that. VJ hitting a free throw. Khalil Ware's checking in the game over Davion Mitchell. And VJ drains both. He ties the game here in Vegas. Oh, wow. Yikes, Maxey. Shaking out your boots, bro. VJ. You guys shaking so hard, you probably put a crease in those sneakers, bro. Come on. On Wembanyama, you gotta pass this ball, dude. Brown in Harper's face, not gonna go. Is that Patrick Williams? And Julius Randle? Oh, and you leave Fox open for 3. Yeah, he's gonna drain that every time. Horrible idea. Maxey gets the lay, gets something back. Only 13 points in this game. Not a good game by Tyrese. In the slightest. Sixers have a chance to tie this game here. I have a subtle feeling that they won't. Sounds like a home game. Pass out to VJ. Screen. And VJ gets picked. Got to play defense here. Can't give any open shots.
And play stops. This one, what looks to be an
Offensive foul on an illegal screen by Wembanyama, and he gives the ball right back. Wow. All right. Now we have Khalil Ware into Maxey.
He told his guys not to lose hope, saying to them, "It's a long game, fellas, and we're in this one." But
Maxey with the mid-range is good. I don't know why he wouldn't just try and pull a three there, but I guess that's fine too, because it doesn't really change anything for you. Yeah, because I was going to say, now you have to intentional foul and put him in the bonus.
It's not over. Well, it's as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
So they foul intentionally.
You need Fox to miss one of these. He hits one. And he hits both. So now it's down to Maxey, VJ, or Brown to take a shot to tie this game.
Right now, they just have to guard against the three-point.
Khalil Ware?
The three is off. And that's a fun
I'm dumbfounded. You give the ball to Khalil Ware in that spot? Really? It would take a miracle for them to win this game, and that's probably just going to put it out of reach.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Yeah, there was no chance.
They've done it. What a moment for this team to lift that NBA Cup over their heads. Pure glory.
It was a memorable journey to get.
Why are they still talking, bro? I'm in the pause menu. Thanks, Kevin Harlan. All right, well, we fold in the cup final, but it's fine. We're just going to keep it moving because it doesn't count towards our win-loss. So you know what? We're still winners at the end of the day. It's trade deadline day. I don't really know what else we could do. To be frank, I have no clue what else we could do to improve this team other than just let it rock. So we're just gonna not make any trades. We're just gonna keep it moving. It's not like the NPCs make big trades. Going to the All-Star this season, we have Tyrese Maxey in this year, and Kaman Mulawach too. Wow, good for both of these guys. I'm proud to see them in there. Kaman Mulawach, broken right toe. Really? Here's your All-NBA first team. All-NBA second team, Marez Johnson's here. Good for him. All-NBA third team, Kaman Mulawach. He's also an all-defensive. We finished as the 1 seed, but we're banged up again. Our team's still good. I'm just gonna cut Dort's minutes. And I'm just gonna give them all to Herb Jones, LeBaron Philon, I guess Tamar Bates. Assuming game 1 we win. We're playing Miami. Game 2 we win. Davion Mitchell's out. And Maxey's out. We win now, and we're on to the second round. We're just getting really banged up. This is really unfortunate. If we can get past the Bulls, maybe he'd be willing to play through it. We're up. Herb Jones, torn right MCL. What is happening? Like, what is going on, dude? And we move on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Wow. we're just going to kind of say for the love of the game, Maxi's going to come back, but he's still going to be hurt, obviously. So let me kind of just figure that out. We win game 1 versus Orlando. Davion Mitchell comes back. We're up 2-0. Maxi comes back and tears his left MCL. All right, jumping into game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. We're down a lot right now. Maxi's out. Herb Jones is out for the rest of the season. This team's getting banged up. But we're going to try and push through. And we're up with 2 minutes to go. Let's jump in. All right, we have the Magic inbounding the ball. Yaxel Vandenberg and Apollo Banchero. By the way, Orlando made it in as the 7th seed. Horrible defense. It's just a horrible defense all around. Is anyone gonna do anything? Middy's off. Rebound Kalel out to VJ. Rebound by Kalel again. He puts it up and it rolls in. Kalel Ware with the big move and the big play. Brown has been horrible. Like, genuinely atrocious. Kalel Ware, what are you doing? Come on, bro. JB, pull up Middy's off. I'm gonna play now. We're gonna see if I can play. Alright. Top of the key, VJ. Down to Ware. Paolo can't get it off. Brown corner is in. He hits the 3. Davion Mitchell with one of the funnier stat lines that I've seen. 6 points, but damn can he pass that ball. Paolo can't get it off. Brown, top of the key again, makes it rain. 2 3-pointers to put us up by 6. I feel like we haven't played away yet, which is kind of crazy. And one for Paolo Banchero. He drains it. Lob for Kaman, and he dunks it. Kaman is 26 and 12 in this game, which is insane. What a dunk. And we're just playing with our food. He gets that shot to fall. We're going to have Brown inbound it. Oof. I missed the 3-pointer. That's a bad miss on my part. Hopefully I didn't just sell. But we'll find out. I'd actually kind of rather them have the possession here than I do, because I trust in my ability to play good defense. Way out. Not even close. I don't even know who just took that shot, but they should not have been the one taking it. I'll tell you that much. JB hits one. JB hits two. Paulo drains it.
So many bigs excel from three-point range these days.
Please don't choke. One in. Two in. It's a 4-point game. And the Sixers are going to the NBA Finals. In the 4th season of this sim, they're finally making it. It took a lot of hard work, but the job ain't done. Finals MVP goes to Kaman Mulaj. Or I guess it's the conference, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. I don't know. Whatever that award is. And honestly, I don't blame him. That is an insane game right there. Luka Doncic and Cooper Flagg are who we're playing in the NBA Finals here. We're going to sim every single game. And we're just going to see what happens. But both teams are extremely well-rounded. I hope we win. But we are not going to win this first game. That's going to go to the Mavs. I just saw an injury go through. And we're going to get swept. We get swept in the NBA Finals. Actually, we get gentlemen swept, probably. Unless we do something crazy here. We survived to go to a Game 6. And we're going to Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Unbelievable. So, I'm going to save this in case this crashes. Game 7 of the NBA Finals against Luka Doncic, Cooper Flagg. Can we pull it off? You know what? I'm going to jump in. All right. So jumping into this game here, we're down by 10 in a winner-go-home Game 7. And I'm going to try and see if I can pull this off. That's not going to go. Blocked by Kaman. Lower drains the three.
That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Luka Doncic. Pass to Max Christie.
Here's Mercer. Nice ball movement by Dallas.
Well, he drains it. VJ with the early shot, really? Blocked the rim. I mean, that's just really unfortunate. Jesus Christ. They can't miss. Green, VJ drains the three.
Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
Takes the three.
Off.
Philadelphia with the rebound. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Come on, back up, and he gets it. It's an 8-point game with 4 minutes left. This is very winnable. I'm trying to lock in so hard, bro.
No doubt. He's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here.
I'm trying so hard to lock in right now.
He's checked in for Murray, and Flag subbed in for Christie. Watson, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And from the sideline, let's catch
Davion picks the ball out to VJ. VJ with the 3, and it's good. It's a 5-point game.
He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Doncic. Following that last three-pointer by
3-pointers off.
the battle of the boards has been something to watch. Brown with it. Now Doncic defending. Pass to Watson. Outside Mitchell. Here's Edgeco. 6 to shoot.
VJ off.
Now here's Doncic. And Ayton gets it to go.
DeAndre Ayton gets the layup.
Right there. DeAndre Ayton.
It's unfortunate. I swear, man, I just gotta start spamming stuff, dude. Brown with the 3, and he drains it. It's a 4-point game.
You can tell Jaylen Brown embraces these kinds of moments. Big time bucket.
Outside Mathurin.
Loki, this is like insane. I can't believe we're even in a game 7. We were down 3-0.
Takes a 3.
And the fact that we came, Jaylen Brown hits another 3. It's a 1-point game. Anyways, I can't believe we came back from down 3-0 in this series. I genuinely didn't rig it. That's just how the game played, which is insane. But I will not complain, and I will take this with certainty. We absolutely lay Doncic out as he misses the 3. Brown off. Heat check is not in. Matt. VJ with the reach in. 1-point game. Insanity happening in Dallas right now.
Here's Flag.
Ugh. VJ for 3 to tie it, and he drains it. It's a tie game with 1.5 minutes left. This is where it gets scary.
They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Come on, fouls him at the rim. Former Duke teammates going at it. Flag hits 1. Flag hits 2. It's a 2-point game. Oh. Damn it. Brown for the 3. He hits it. It's a 1-point game again. It's off.
Determination, guys. It's simply not there for him right now.
Fouled at the rim. We're going to have free throws here with the chance to take the lead. And Brown gets both of them. We're up by 1. I'm horrified to see how this plays. I'm so scared. This is horrifying. Doncic gets a wide open dunk. They split the defense as good as you could. It's in! Sixers take a 2-point lead.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside.
Doncic calls the timeout. The Sixers are up 2 points. They come back from down 10 with 6 minutes left. This is as good as you could get. He gets it. It's a tie game. Sixers have a chance to win this. Right here, right now. And he hits it. VJ hits it. Doncic forces the three, and it's out. The 76ers win the NBA Finals and win their first championship since 1982. No Maxey, no Herb Jones, no problem. And this team gets it done. Absolutely insane. From down 3-0 in the finals, and they reverse sweep the Mavs.
Hats off to this team. An incredible moment. You can see it in their faces. Forever known as
Joel gets his ring. I felt like it was our year, and I'm happy to know that I was right.
Thanks for being a part of it with us all season long. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
What an absurd sight here. What is Scooter Gary doing up here, bro? We don't know who this guy is. Pick somebody up from the crowd, bro. JB gets Finals MVP. And I mean, hey, Sixers are champions once again. Doesn't get much better than that. Sixers are your NBA champs. Jaylen Brown, Finals MVP. And it's perfect, dude. Doesn't get much better than that. Kyrie calls it. Joel Embiid calls it on top. Good for him. And we're going to try and see if we can go back to back. We got one more season left in the sim. We're not going to stop here. Let's see if we can do it back to back. So going to the draft. We have no picks. And I'm not necessarily interested in trading in. Because this team's about to get expensive. Fast. Looking at who we can sign Jalen Suggs. You know what? Why not, man? Jalen Suggs on a 3-year deal. That'll be our main signing. We're just going to run this team back pretty much. I mean, hopefully Maxey's more healthy. Dort's getting worse. Dean Wade's getting worse. That's fine. We're just going to try and see if we can win. So sim through the rest of this because, I mean, none of it really matters. We're just going to get right to it. So I'm not going to stop for any games in this season. We're just going to kind of move our way through in our final year and see if we can go back to back because I feel like that's the main question we're really asking. So, unless it's looking a little dire, then I won't make any sims or jump into any games. Alright, so going into the trade deadline here, we're 5 games over. We're not particularly great. I don't really know what else we could really do. I might just try and see if we can go as far in as possible and just win some basketball games, you know what I mean? Dylan Lynch isn't getting anywhere. We're going to trade him. We're going to try and see if we can pick up someone who will impact this team right now. And yeah, we'll see what I end up finding. All right, so we just swing a big deal with Atlanta, which makes no sense for them, but it's fine. Fuck Atlanta. We just traded for Jalen Johnson, so he's gonna come in and he's gonna be our guy, and hopefully he'll help lead the charge to a back-to-back championship with the rest of the team. Although I severely doubt it, to be honest with you. I think this team's kind of cooked. But let's see what happens. Alright, so we're kind of on a good stretch down the end of the season here. As you can see, we're on a pretty sizable win streak that did just get snapped. But we went from a few games over to almost 15 games over 500. So this is our end of the season awards. Victor Wembanyama, Quincy Holmes, Rookie of the Year. Josh Giddey, 6th man in Portland. And Evan Mobley's Depoy. Mike Williams is your most improved. And Clutch Player of the Year is Noel Jennings. Interesting. This is your All-NBA first. All-NBA second. And your All-NBA third team. It's your All-Defensive first and second team. Manu Ginobili. What's up? And your all-rookie first and your all-rookie second team. So looking at where we are, we're playing Atlanta in the first round, which is very ironic, considering we have Jalen Johnson now. I don't know where Kaman Mulawach is. Hurt. Sounds about right. But we're just going to play the series out. And we are getting absolutely flamed. We're down 3-2 after being just down 3-1. So I don't imagine, Sixers are going to be out in the first round. Hopefully Boston doesn't win. And they won. And they won again. And they're playing the Spurs. And the Spurs beat them in 7. All right. Well, with that being said, that's going to be the end of our sim. This is what the final roster looks like. If you were curious. Really good sim. We definitely had some up and some down years in the sim. But we ended up winning a championship by beating Dallas in the NBA Finals after coming back from down 3-0. So, I mean, it doesn't really get much better than that. But yeah, I mean, Sixers NBA champs. Jaylen Brown ended up winning the Finals MVP for the second time in his career. And it was a great sim. So if you liked the sim and want me to do more of this, please like and subscribe. This took me probably a long time to edit and to make. So it would be greatly appreciated. But I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And I hope you all enjoy. Bye.